maybe the early 90s, Mahesh and Jack Deere was teaching on healing in Southern California, and my wife and I was there. And it was after the meeting, and we were just sitting there watching them pray, and I said, I'm going to go down there and get them to pray for me. And they said, what you going to get them to pray for? I said, I don't know. I'll think of something when I get down there. So when I got to the front, Mahesh got to me first. He said, what can I do for you, man? I said, well, I've had diarrhea for 13 years. He said, man, that's a long time. He said, you get in a third world country? I said, no, I got it from the surgeon's knife. Because I had surgery in '79 that took out the large and small, the valve between the large and small intestine. I can't remember the name of it, but it controls your stool. So I had diarrhea from that time till whenever he prayed for me, and I came back home. I didn't go to the bathroom for 3 days, and I didn't have diarrhea anymore. So Elaine said, well, why don't you quit taking your medicine? Maybe you've been healed. And I said, maybe I have. So I didn't take any more and hadn't took any since. But I did not really know what the Lord had done except He healed me. Well, I went to have a colonoscopy a few years later, and you have to carry all your reports of the doctors, what kind of surgeries you had and everything. So I did. And he said, what kind of surgery did you have? I said, well, I had that valve and 14 inches my intestine took out in '79. So he went ahead with the procedure, and he was doing the colonoscopy on me. He said, I thought you said they took that valve out. I said, they did. He said, well, there it is. I can see it on the screen. He showed it to me. I wasn't out. I was just kind of groggy, and I could see it too. And so he didn't believe me that it been took out. So he went out and asked my wife. She said, here's the papers. She gave him the doctor's papers where it had been taken out in the hospital, and he said, well, I got to put it in mine that it's back. I said, that's exactly what I want you to do. So it's documented by 2 doctors where it was taken out and another one where it's back. And that's a creative miracle, because the Lord put the thing back. The doctors didn't. So I've been healed ever since. So.